unbelievablebeats.com production.
Hey, this is Shaun with unbelievablebeats.com. Today I'm here with Mike from Miktek Microphones.
Yeah, how you doing?
We're going to go over a few tips and tricks and the latest technology with Miktek microphones.
Sounds great. Well, we're here basically focusing on our new dynamic drum microphones, but just give you a quick overview of our condenser series right here. We have the CV4, which is our 9-pattern tube microphone, and we have our C7, which is our 3-pattern FET microphone. We do all the final production and assembly of these microphones in Nashville, Tennessee, and we use really very beautiful sounding and expensive American-made transformers. It's a big part of our sound. And we collect parts from all over the world. We bring in parts from China and from Germany and from Austria. And in order to control the quality, we want to do all the final assembly and soldering and do extensive testing and quality control in Nashville. The CV4 has just been pretty much well received, over the top, maybe you might want to say, by the market. We've had
this one right here.
Exactly. We've had a lot of people really loving this microphone. We sell them to guys like myself who can only afford one great microphone in their home studio, but we sell a lot of these to guys that have every iconic microphone in the business. And I see them up against 67s and 47s and C12s, and I'll pull the studio over and say, how's the CV4 working out? And they'll say, I can tell you what's on the mic stand right now.
Okay. Is this mostly for a kick drum?
Well, no, this is basically can be used really to mic a whole entire drum set, but generally is used as an overhead or as a room mic in a drum set kind of thing. It's generally primarily purchased by most people as a vocal microphone, but it's a great condenser mic that can be used as a room mic, overhead, can be placed in front of a kick drum for sure. Same with the FET, the C7. As well. They have a great sound. We use old, vintagey kind of components because what we're looking for is the #1 spec we're trying to achieve is it sounds great. Oh, yeah. So we don't care what the paper spec says. We're not interested in chasing the lowest possible noise floor, which is good for microphones, some microphones, but we just want these things to sound great. Our favorite compliment is when an artist tells us, or an engineer says, when the artist steps up to the microphone, they just sing better. And we hear that over and over and over again with our microphones, and that's the favorite thing we like to hear, because that's what it's all about, capturing a great performance. So now what we're doing is we're introducing the drum microphones, which are our PM11 kick drum microphone, and the PM10, which I have here on this snare drum. That's the PM10 you're on shot there. So here's the PM11 and here's the PM10. It's got a great clip on it, which you can easily use to install on a snare drum or a tom. It just goes on with a lever and it locks up really nice, really simple. I'll show you what that looks like in the picture right there on the snare drum. It's just great. Just very, very easy to get that on. I could do it with one hand while I'm holding famous last words while I'm holding the mic.
Looks pretty simple.
Yeah, it is. Of course. Much easier when the mic and the snare drum is actually on the stand. I do have to put it down. I cannot do it with one hand as I thought I could, but anyway, you get the idea of the lever lock. Very easy to put that on there. Okay, and then we make that available in a set called the PMD4 kit right here, which would only have 3 toms and a kick drum mic in it. And that's a fantastic sounding set. As a matter of fact, I have a little video clip which we can play, and we can see if we get video to video. And we have a couple of Nashville's favorite drummers, and I'll just start this right here with Marco Giovino.
Oh, yeah. Nashville Music Row, Miktek's all day.
Hey, this is Marco Giovino. We're here in Nashville, Tennessee.
So in this little video right here, Marco Giovino, who plays drums with Ronald Plant's band right now.
Series dynamic microphones
and
for drums.
He came in and
on the toms and the snares we
brought
have
a bunch of kits in, and we did a bunch of different miking techniques, and this is the first one.
We have the PM11, and we're using a CV4
you
for
can
a
find
room
this
mic.
video on the
And the overheads are the C5s. Now the overheads are running through the Miktek Preamp, and all the other microphones are going through a API preamps. So there you go, and this is exactly what these mics sound like on a drum set that's pretty wide open, except for a little bit of muffling, little piece of tissue paper on the snare drum. And here you go.
sound. Really big drum sound. If you get a chance, go to the website under the Miktek products, and you can listen to that with a set of headphones, and you'll be pretty blown away what that sounds like.
Now, is that the preamp they mentioned?
Yes,
this
is our preamp. It's a 2-channel Class A preamp called the MPA-201. It's built around a famous old English schematic, you know, that a lot of people have recreated. But what we did differently is we added on a variable high-pass filter and a variable impedance control. So you can use that with old ribbon microphones, or you can use the impedance control as another way just to color the sound of any microphone. The thing that's again special about it is it has 6 audio transformers, custom Miktek by AMI transformers, and even down to the fact that the direct box, because I play a little bass, I wanted to make sure the direct box was very special for bass and guitar for recording. So we have a special transformer. It's not just going through the mic transformer. It's got a dedicated transformer for the direct in. And the transformers are wonderful sounding. We shot them out against the ones that are typically used in a lot of similar circuits. And we had 100% of the people at the AES show pick our transformer over the standard one from England. And it's just a wonderful sounding mic crate. Yeah. And the other thing we have now is our dynamic microphones for live use, which is...
Oh yeah, that sounded real nice with that preamp. I had the headphones on before.
It's a great sounding live dynamic microphone. It's super cardioid pickup pattern, so it's got a tight pattern control. Behaves really well on stage as far as bleed from other instruments, and also is really good for feedback rejection. And then we have, that's called the PM9. And then we have a PM5, which is a super handheld condenser. It's very much exactly the same as our C5 pencil condenser, only a live package with a windscreen on it. It has a high pass filter on it, and it's just, a lot of people say that this condenser is the sound of a studio mic on stage, which is kind of true. The one thing that really sets the Miktek PM5 apart is we use a vintage transformer in here, so it really is like the way an old microphone was made. So a lot of microphones these days have taken the transformer out, which there's some good reasons to do that, but as far as just the sweet sound of an old microphone, this has got it with a very nice transformer. That's the PM5.
Got it.
Yeah.
Anything else that about wraps it up for today?
That definitely wraps it up.
All right, Miktek.
Thank you very much.
Great sounding microphones. Thanks for watching.